Ire has fallen to Amon, and the majority of the Templar on the planet are corrupted through the Kala as well. A handful, however, including the Hierarch Artanis, have severed their nerve cords and are effectively disconnected from the rest. In the previous episode, we narrowly escaped from Ire on the Spear of Adun. This should be a really good episode. There it is. We haven't been on the Spear of Adun in so long. That thing is absolutely massive.
The Spear of Adun, a marvel of Kalai engineering, and last of the three great Ark ships, each created to ensure the continuation of our culture in a dark time. Within its chambers rest contingents of zealots, Templar who bravely sacrificed, entering suspension so that they may serve as this vessel's army. Though it pains me greatly, I have begun severing their nerve cords.
Oh, I did not know that. That is awesome.
The ship's lower decks contain a star forge capable of constructing weapons of war. There is much to learn about this vessel. Its technology is ancient, yet highly advanced. We are aboard a relic from a glorious time when our culture shined as a constellation. The celestial array has been updated, Hierarch. From here, you may select our next point of travel.
That is so badass.
With this vessel, we will avenge what has transpired, Karax, and we will free the Templar.
I did not realize those were all zealots, essentially in stasis, waiting for the right moment. Alrighty, so here we are in the Spear. Apparently it's the last of the three vessels. Some of you pointed out that the others have indeed been destroyed already. That means that this is an absolutely critical ship to keep up and running. Now, apparently we can choose what planet we want to go to. We can go to Korhal, or we can head on over to Shakuras. Oh, that animation, it's so sick.
Is lost once more. My great vision of reclamation left in ruins. This shall not stand. The Terrans of Korhal have in their possession the Xel'Naga Keystone, which Zeratul foresaw would lead to our salvation. Though I have not seen Commander Raynor in many solar returns, I believe he will give the Keystone to us.
I guess if you can convince Raynor, he probably would. 6 billion people. It's a little bit outdated right over there. Let's have a look right here at Shakuras as well before we make a decision.
The Nerazim of Shakuras ritually sever their connection to the Kala. Because of this, they are now the last free Protoss. I must reach them before Amon's armies.
I think it would make sense to head on over to Korhal first, right? Just because that was the first main objective that we got. I mean, Zeratul basically had the task to head on over to Korhal and ask if he could have the Xel'Naga artifact once again. I think it makes sense to head on over to Korhal first. Yep. We will also get the Immortal over there, which is awesome. An Assault Strider can use Barrier to absorb damage. Is that actually something I have to manually activate? I do remember that the Immortal went through quite a couple of changes in its history as well, but without further ado, I think it is time to travel. We seem to be able to just warp anywhere we want. Pretty convenient. Please be nice. We're just a bunch of Protoss, don't you worry about us. We're kind of the last of the Protoss, actually.
Evasive war!
Well, not really, but...
Protoss vessel, this is Commander James Raynor. Artanis? There, ain't you a sight for sore eyes?
Friend Raynor, you seem rather occupied.
Just another day at the office.
Who are these insurgents?
Call themselves Mobius Corps, an elite guard that used to work for Dr. Narud. They've been striking worlds throughout the sector, leaving few survivors. Each world attacked reported hybrid leaving them.
Then truly, no world is beyond Amon's reach.
Reinforce those bulkheads. Reposition the Mark 7 Alpha. We need to form a battle line. They've overrun Sky Shield, our orbital defense platform. Looks like they've destroyed its atmospheric stabilizers. It's falling fast. If it crashes, it'll obliterate August Grad.
We will ensure that does not happen, Commander. Engage their fleet and keep their assault at bay.
Like old times, buddy. Like old times.
Hierarch, before our armies engage the enemy, it would be wise to review our military capabilities within the War Council.
Yeah, that would be wise indeed. Alrighty, so here we are. We can just simply click around on the Spear of Adun, just like we could on the Battlecruiser, the Hyperion, as well as, of course, the Leviathan. Alrighty, I've always got the feeling that this is the point where the campaign kind of really starts. I mean, obviously we had the prologue and we had the first couple of missions of this campaign, of the main story as well. But I always kind of feel like this is where, you know, the campaign truly begins, when you first arrive on the capital ship. Anyway, a couple of things we can do over here. Apparently all of the battlecruisers are, you know, being relatively nice to us. Let's, I guess we can have a conversation with Raynor.
It seems fate has drawn us together once again, James Raynor.
I'd call it luck.
Luck is a concept that is purely human in origin. We Protoss see the synchronicity of events and know there is a grander design behind them.
It don't matter how you see it. The result's the same. So what brought you all the way out here, Artanis?
Zeratul believed that the artifact in your possession, the Keystone, he called it, could guide us to the Xel'Naga.
Where's Zeratul now?
The Dark Prelate fell on ire.
You killed him, Artanis.
His last hope was that I would continue his quest and find a way to stop Amon.
Damn it. Always knew there was only one way this quest of his was gonna end.
His loss is great. I know you called him friend.
I went through hell to get that artifact because of his damned fool prophecies. Lost a lot of good men. If he wanted you to have it, take it. It's yours. Right now, though, we got a city to save.
Alrighty. So just like that, we will be handed the greatest artifact in the galaxy right now, if I'm not mistaken. We can have a look right here at Karax as well. Thank you so much, by the way, Karax. I mean, I don't think we have been generous enough to Karax just yet. Karax is the one that basically got the ship back up and running. Thank you, Karax.
Karax, even without the Kala's light, I can sense your sadness, your pain. Does the Spear of Adun bring you no joy?
That is just it, Hierarch. Without the Kala, it is as if I am blind. I cannot sense your feelings, know the true depth of your thoughts. I cannot call upon the surety of other phase-smiths. I am alone.
I feel the isolation as well, as though thrashing within the vacuum of space. But you are not alone.
He's got away with words.
To think, the Dark Templar have endured this existence all this time. The days ahead will not be easy.
So have
We may
we.
not have the Kala to rely on, Karax, but we still stand as one. We will endure. There is no other option.
I mean, us humans kind of do the same thing, right? At the very least, I don't think I've got a Kala that I can rely upon to you know, read other people's thoughts. Although, it would actually be kind of creepy, right, to have the Kala, so I guess I'm okay without that sixth sense, rather. Is that a probe? I think it must be a probe. It looks so different, though. If you compare probes from StarCraft 1 to StarCraft 2, they really look a lot more like machines in StarCraft 1 than they do right over here. Anyways, let's have a look at the War Council, because apparently I can assemble my army.
A preserver, released from
Oh, is that
stasis.
Rohana?
She still bears her nerve cords. She is tethered to the Kala.
Hold. I am Rohana, Grand Preserver of the Valari, and your War Council advisor. You must be the executor in command.
I'm the
You
Hierarch.
are not possessed by the Dark One. How is this possible?
I feel darkness lingering at the edges of my every thought, but I am not corrupted. Preservers of my station have trained to control the Kala's every ripple. I assure you, I will stave off this evil and serve you better by doing so. As all preservers, I hold the memories and personalities of Protoss prior to my submission to stasis. This will allow me to contrast your tactical decisions with those of past executors. From this chamber, you will be able to make all military allocations.
I am Artanis, Hierarch of the Daylon. I lead all that is left of our civilization. Your memories are indeed of use, Rohana. But make no mistake. If you fall to this corruption, I will not hesitate to destroy you.
Whew.
It is understood. I am prepared for the Firstborn's darkest hour. Come, let me show you what may be done here.
I know I've said it a dozen times, but the amount of cutscenes and cinematics and conversations and voice lines and everything, it is so good.
The assembly panel awaits, Hierarch. We may begin whenever you are ready.
I mean, I've been... You know, this video has been going on for a little while already, and I haven't even started the mission yet. Anyway, Rohana, what's up?
I have heard only tales of the Grand Preservers. I did not expect to encounter one aboard this vessel.
That is not surprising, Hierarch. My sisters and I are unique, trained from birth to master every intricacy of the Kala. I have experienced its true depth, plunged the infinite spectrum of emotion and memory. It is because of this gift we were selected to enter stasis, so that we may guide you in our most dire hour.
Your sisters were aboard the other Ark ships? Then they...
Are one with the Kala, fallen during the Zerg invasion of Ire. I know this. I feel the tragedy that has befallen us, more deeply than you may realize.
A terrible burden has been laid upon you, Rohana.
Yet it is my fate to bear it. A fate foreseen by the same minds that constructed this vessel. I trust in their wisdom, Hierarch. I will serve my purpose, much as you must serve yours.
Alrighty, does that mean she is the last of her kind? Also, by the way, does that mean that every single one of the Protoss on this ship, with the exception of Artanis and Karax and maybe a couple of others, were essentially in stasis until we just warped out? Or were they working aboard this ship all this time? Anyway, maybe some of you can let me know down below in the comment section. It is time to have a look at the assembly panel, because apparently a new assignment is available.
The assembly panel allows you to customize your army based on the Protoss technology we encounter.
So many things to do!
Select a warrior category to begin.
Alright.
Now you may choose one of the two factions for use in upcoming battles. These assignments are not permanent and can be altered as our combat needs change. Many battles await you, Hierarch. Choose a faction and lead them to glory.
Alrighty, so all of the different units that I will unlock have several different factions available to choose from as well. For example, I could pick the Zealot. Charges into battle and intercepts enemy ground units. Whirlwind damages all nearby enemy ground units. Whirlwind, of course, very, very powerful. Makes them extremely potent. And then secondly, I've got Shadow Charged Centurions as well. Charges through friendly units to intercept enemy ground units. Briefly stuns enemy ground units as well. So we can either go for more damage output or for more sustainability, I suppose. I kind of always view the Zealot not so much as a damage dealer, but more so as a... I know they deal technically more damage than Stalkers, but more so as like a tank. So I think I'm going to pick up, in my very first mission over here, the Centurion. Once serving as the backbone of the Nerazim Shadow Guard, the Centurions joined the Templar to retake Ire. In this dark time, their ability to phase through the shadows and stun their foes will surely be of use. Alright, so we've selected Centurion. And secondly, I can pick up the Stalker. With Blink, of course, as well as, what is this? Phase Reactor. Allows the Stalker's Blink ability to restore 40 shields over 5 seconds after use. Alright. And then we also, and I mean, I've already made my decision. We've also got the Dragoon. I mean, come on, look at that thing. Enhanced damage, ranged, and alive. Deals bonus damage to armored units. I'm pretty sure if you play the Legacy of the Void campaign, and you're a StarCraft nerd like myself, I mean, you've probably microed many a Stalkers in your day. I think the real way to go is with Dragoons. Plus, on top of that, in this game, they actually know how to walk. I know, that's quite a surprise, right? I mean, I remember playing StarCraft Remastered. My god, are these units kinda dumb. Dragoons, Goliaths. Apparently the reason for that is that their moving animation, or like their unit model while moving, is different than when they're standing still, meaning that they take up less space while moving than when they do when they stand still. So it's a mess. Anyways, Dragoons, exoskeletons rather, allow our warriors to return to the battlefield after sustaining life-threatening injuries. The Spear of Adun's Dragoons predate Kala integration by several centuries and do not require it to function. We got the Phase Disruptor, attacks enemy ground and air units for high damage at a slow rate of fire. And then we have the Dragoon Chassis as well, provides a high amount of life at the cost of reduced movement speed. These are both passive. This is going to be a pretty straightforward unit composition to play with as well. Now, obviously it did show that I will unlock the Immortal over here too. I mean, Centurion, Dragoon, Immortal does sound absolutely amazing. Well, without further ado, it's time to look at the Celestial Array once again. Such a cool animation.
Sky Shield's in serious trouble, old buddy. If we can't bring it back online, Augustgrad's gonna take a nuclear-sized impact. Mobius Corps soldiers are on the platform now, and those guys are suicidal. Rather die than let us stop them.
Alrighty. So we will indeed unlock new Spear of Adun systems, but we will not unlock a new unit just yet. There is an estimated impact zone right over here, and apparently Mobius Corps has been Mobius Corps has been detected. Wasn't it over here where I could? Yeah, I could make him dance. Yeah, there we go. Couple of dancing Marines, or is that just because I clicked on them? I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure there was a little Easter egg in most of these loading screens. Anyway, apparently there's one achievement that I do not have. Don't let the Sky Shield mission timer go below 4 minutes. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do time-based achievements, to be honest. Obviously, if I don't make them over here, I'm gonna do them over at the live stream instead. But regardless, Brutal has been selected. It's time to launch.
This ain't good. Sky Shield's not gonna last much longer. At this rate, we've got maybe 10 minutes left till it lands smack dab on our capital.
Your suspicions were correct, Commander. Mobius Corps is disabling the platform's atmospheric stabilizers as we speak.
The damage appears repairable, Hierarch.
Yeah, assuming Mobius Corps leaves anything left to repair. Artanis, if you can clear out those troops, my boys can patch up those stabilizers. That should buy us some extra time.
We must move quickly. It will take the combined power of all 5 stabilizers to halt the platform's descent.
Alright. Love the way that you spell Mobius Corps, right? The second word. Core, for some reason, is spelled as corpse. Never made any sense to me, but I guess that's because I'm not a native English speaker.
The central stabilizer is nearby. Securing it first will deliver us a staging ground to assault the other 4.
I can warp in Dragoons now. Feels good. I have returned. Alright. I cannot make any advanced buildings just yet, but I will get started here with some upgrades as soon as I can. Obviously, first off, as always, we're gonna build up our economy. And on one base, I'll likely be able to afford roughly 5 or so gateways. Usually pretty good. If we pick up some more resources along the way, we can probably do more. Now, apparently, we only have 5 minutes remaining. That's not a lot at all. Let's see how this is gonna go. Oh my god. The fact that they charge and then stun targets is so sick. Did end up losing a couple of my dudes there, but it's alright. Let's start up the upgrade.
By blood and fire, we shall be reborn.
Oh my god.
Mobius Corps is moving against us. Karax, activate the Spear of Adun's weapons cluster.
Okay.
Bombardment systems online. Prepare for orbital strike.
my god, that's so badass! Are you kidding me? Lowko, why did you skip so many cutscenes when you were... I want to have that animation every time I play co-op. You kidding me? I'm okay with the missions lasting like 4 minutes longer. Alright.
Orbital strikes can now be fired from the Spear of Adun's command panel.
It's good.
Durability calculations updated.
Commander, your construction vehicles can begin the repairs.
Thanks, Artanis. My boys are putting a sensor tower here.
Yo, come back.
Should alert you if Mobius Core swings through this area.
Alright, where's my next one? I'm assuming the one right over here. It seems pretty close by. I do want to try and get that achievement, but I don't know if it's going to be possible. Ideally, we do push, you know, before anything scary happens, I suppose, but... Anyway, now that I do have the orbital strike ready to go, can I use it through the fog of war? No, I can't. But I kind of want to try and use it anyway. Not very efficient, I suppose, but...
I am detecting an electromagnetic weapon ahead. Its pulse will slowly damage our shields. We should destroy it if possible. Completing bonus objectives will allow me to improve the Spear of Adun's power level in the future.
Oh, okay. So that's great. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna focus on the bonus objectives more so than anything else. So we'll leave the achievement for what it is for now, and we'll focus on the bonus objectives instead. I probably should have just, you know, cooled down a pylon there earlier. Would have been a little bit more efficient since we do seem to get quite a bit of energy anyway. Start up an armor upgrade here too, and I think it's time for another gateway. Very good. We need to make sure that we push at a reasonable time. Now this one actually seems nearby, so maybe I can poke over here for just a bit. Yeah, these Centurions do die very easily though. After their charge is wearing off, I guess they are not as amazing, but it's okay. Let's just destroy as much here of the Terran army as we can. Do need to make sure that I make it, obviously, before the timer runs out. I don't know which one I'm supposed to go to, though. I guess Stalkers would have made this way easier. Alright, maybe we should just go for the one over there and hope that we have enough. I do have Spear of Adun once again ready to go. I think I'm going to use it right here. Whew! Still easily one of the most satisfying abilities to use. Don't know how many units are going to be over there, though. 4 minutes is quite a long time. The thing about 4 minutes is that it doesn't look like a long time, but you can warp in like twice the army that I've got right now during that timer. All right. Don't know if they're going to be pushing into the center here as well. Don't know if they're going to try and retake some of the ones that I currently don't have. But yeah, we're going to fill the achievement, but it's okay. Still got 4 minutes remaining, obviously.
Mobius Core is mobilizing an attack against our nexus point. Rally our defenses.
Alright.
Mobius Core is deeply entrenched in that location. An orbital strike would help weaken their defenses.
Alright. Let's defend this wave here first. Oh my god, Dragoons are slow though. Forgot about that. They are very, very, very slow. Not even remotely close to Reapers in that sense. Reapers also deal a surprising amount of damage in the campaign. They're usually absolutely terrible against anything that's armored, but I guess these guys are technically armored, right? Yeah, they've got 2 armor right now. Yeah, they are armored mechanical. All right, well, let's see if we can head on over in that direction.
Sky Shield's descent is rapidly approaching critical.
Calm down, Karax.
We must repair a stabilizer. Quickly.
Karax. Stop freaking out, dude. I can't do my job when you're doing all of that, you know. All right, let us move forward. I do have my my thing available. Oh, wait, it actually pauses? Oh, I didn't realize that the game paused when I'm... Oh, that's kind of a waste. I assumed that my units would continue moving there and then the fog of war would fade away. Anyway. Alright, 2 minutes remaining. Looks like the game pauses actually when you're deploying orbital strikes, so it's a little bit different than in the co-op version of StarCraft, where the game just continues playing, obviously. Not as microbo as Stalkers at the very least. We may pick up Stalkers at some point.
Revising durability estimates.
Nice work. Got a repair crew inbound.
Okay. Got 5 minutes, not a long
Heads
time.
up. Looks like Mobius Core is starting to reinforce the stabilizers. Expect some heavier resistance.
Oh, okay, so right now they're gonna be at a heavier resistance. Oh, that's really cool. Alright, going for the bonus objective right now. There we go. That should be the first one. I get some more solarite.
Conjecture was correct. These solarite reactors can be used to improve the solar core's energy output. I detect 2 more of these devices on the platform.
Alright, good.
If possible, you should seek them out.
Yeah, I can't really micro the Dragoons very well at all. Do I have Singularity Spike? Does anyone recall Singularity Spike? Great upgrade. You get like +2 range or something ridiculous along those lines. Super good. I guess one of the reasons why Dragoons were so good though in StarCraft 1 is just because they are so hard to control. Right? They're not easy to control, and it makes them very, very potent. Okay, let's wait one more round of warp-ins. Well, I don't have that much money, so I guess we can just push. Dragoons take a long time anyway. I'm a little worried that a push is gonna come from the other side, but... if you guys could start hitting away at that thing, that would be great. There we go, that's the second bonus objective taken care of.
Warping aboard the solarite reactor now.
Taking Karax. Sorry, I tried to make a pun there. Didn't really work. Alright. I do have enough energy. No, actually, deploy pylon is 75. We don't really want to deploy pylon all too often then. I wish I could get more upgrades. That'd be great, but not really a whole lot I can get. I've just got Dragoons right now. You can't really micro the Dragoons though. I'm sort of just a tech movement.
Warning, Hierarch. If we do not repair Sky Shield soon, we will be unable to stop its descent.
Yeah, you don't actually need to be particularly fast with this either, right? You just sort of can spend your time. Because, it's all on a break anyway. There we go. Get that one taken care of. We'll do the last bonus objective when I go for the last point.
Cleared of enemy forces.
Gotcha. Repairs underway. Man, you're sure pissing Mobius Core off. A lot of troops guarding the stabilizers. Make sure you got enough forces to engage.
Okay. I'm in no rush. Yeah. Dragoons are nice, but I do think that Stalkers are going to be superior if you can control your units. You have to be careful with these Hunter-Seeker missiles. Ideally, I would like to get up to 50 energy once again before we engage. Orbital strikes do make the push quite a bit easier. Ooh. They didn't realize that that is what they meant. I thought the push was right next to the one where I was already at. This may actually hurt. Because I don't have a lot of units over here. And this is gonna take some time. Because my Dragoons are so slow. Dragoons, stop being so slow, dude. They're getting there. They're getting there. They are pretty tanky, so, you know, they buy a bunch of time. Here we go. Army has finally returned. Maybe a couple of photon cannons wouldn't have been a terrible idea. Although, you need to commit to so many photon cannons in order to make it worthwhile, though. Alright, alright. Immediately back in action. Go, 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 go. Luckily, my pylon over there is still up and running. Don't need this much gas, though, so I'll just put my my probes in the minerals instead. Or on the minerals instead. Wish you could make some Archons, right? Look at the amount of gas that I have right now. That'd be incredible. I still have 4 gates. Should be okay. Might be able to support a little bit more. If I could make sentries, but... no sentries. At least not yet. Okay. Saved. Let us push. Okay. Woo! That's so sick, though. Honestly, that's so cool. Do you think I should target fire with Dragoons? Maybe I should. You definitely lose quite a lot of units here, though.
Impact imminent. I recommend repairing a stabilizer as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Alright. Final bonus objective, let's go.
Durability calculations updated.
Only one stabilizer still remains in enemy hands. We must make haste.
Big ass push coming my way. That's not great. It's a really big force now moving towards my base. I got orbital strike available in just a couple of seconds. Maybe I should use that for defenses instead of anything else. Yeah, I'm gonna use that for defense. Boom, 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 boom. Woo! Feels good. Hunter Seeker missile. Pretty scary ability. Alright, let's head on over to the bonus objective. I'm actually a little bit worried that I'm out of time. Because I don't have a lot of time remaining, only 5 minutes. I think doing that, that one achievement on Brutal is really difficult. I kind of want to save myself more energy so I can use Orbital Strike again for the last objective too. I don't know how well defended it's going to be, but probably more so than the previous ones. Okay. Heading over towards the next one. Couple of, basically when I have this much gas, right, I kind of feel like warping in Zealots or Centurions for that matter. It's usually not that great. Just because, you know, you've got gas.
Final Solarite reactor is being warped aboard now. I will begin installing them as soon as possible.
But I guess it might not be a bad idea to have a little bit more just for tanking purposes. Anyway, it's time for the final objective. We'll wait just a couple of seconds until I've got enough energy. So I'm currently sitting on a pretty solid amount already, but I don't really want to fight any siege tanks or whatever with units that are this slow. Speaking of the siege tanks. Alright. Well, actually, if it's just a single one, I guess I can take him out quite easily. Don't know about a battle cruiser gun. Alright. Still have some time remaining. I'm in no particular rush, but looks like we may very well just have enough units to power our way through. Yeah, really focusing on economy first is basically the most important part. If you get yourself 21 probes as soon as possible, it becomes so much easier.
Friend Raynor, Sky Shield has been stabilized, and Mobius Core is retreating.
Friend Raynor.
Admiral Horner will take control of the station from here. Gotta say, I owe you big time for this one, partner.
Alrighty, and with that, we have successfully completed the mission. I got 15 Solarite as well for all of the bonus objectives. Definitely want to focus on as many of those bonus objectives as I can right now, just because having more upgrades on the Spear of Adun is always going to be a huge benefit, in particular in the later missions. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button down below. And if you want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button and maybe even the little bell icon so you get notifications on your phone and whatnot as soon as I upload future videos as well. While you're at it, you can also check out my Patreon page. That's patreon.com/LowkoTV. Massive shout out to all of the supporters over there. But for now, I want to thank you for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, alright? And I will see you in the next one.